What's going on, guys? It's Draman, and today we're going to be taking a detailed look at one of my most anticipated models of 2017, and that would be the Under Armour Charge Controller. One of the main reasons why I'm excited about this model is because the cushion setup has a full-length MicroG foam midsole, which anyone who knows me knows that MicroG is not only one of my favorite cushion setups of all time, but it's a go-to option for me on court today because it just caters to my play style perfectly. And actually, the Charge Controller's cushion setup is identical to the Clutch It Drive 3's cushioning, which performed extremely well on court. So I'm really expecting big things from the Charge Controller. The traction setup is also the exact same from the Clutch It Drive 3, which also performed exceptionally well. So hopefully Under Armour kept things consistent and these two categories in the Charge Controller perform at a high level. The main feature for the Charge Controller has to be the materials because Under Armour is using a full-length one-piece woven upper that utilizes their Threadborne technology, which they debuted in the Curry 3, but the Curry 3 had very little actual Threadborne on its upper. The Charge Controller, however, the whole thing is made out of it, which is good, but there's also a couple of areas where I'm really not impressed. The toe rand area has a very heavy plastic coating and it's about as stiff as it can get. The toe box softens up a little bit, but it's nowhere as near as soft as the midfoot or heel areas. And that eyelet area also has that heavy plastic coating, which is great for durability, but again, it just kind of takes away from the softness of the woven upper. All of the areas where you see the woven upper get really tight, those areas are gonna feel pretty similar to the Threadborne in the Curry 3, which is somewhat soft, but not as soft as you would like it to be. Everywhere else where the woven pattern really opens up, these areas are gonna be pretty soft. So it's gonna be interesting to see how these break in and how they perform exactly on court. I'm really excited to see how Under Armour gets into the whole woven trend because I think we can kind of all agree woven uppers on basketball sneakers are kind of the way of the future. The next thing I want to touch base on is the fit. As you can see, there are 5 individual eyelets, and this is something that the Flyknit Hyperdunk 2016s, another basketball model with a woven upper, really lacked because those were an absolute pain to lace up. I mean, the laces kept getting stuck on the Flyknit upper and it was just a complete nuisance. When I tried these on, that problem was non-existent thanks to those individual eyelets. I know it might sound like a little bit of a nitpick, but it really made the world of difference to me. But as for the overall fit, I really wish I went down half a size in these, which shocked me because Under Armour is usually pretty good with the sizing in their products, but the toe box area was pretty roomy, which is very disappointing. And I think it's because there's a little bit of plastic. This area is more stiff than the rest of the upper, and it made for a little bit of dead space in this area. And this is something you really don't want in a basketball shoe that has a woven upper because you're already sacrificing support with that woven material, and you wanna make sure the fit really keeps your foot locked in so you're not slipping within the shoe. Hopefully when I break these in, things get better, but as they sit right now, I would recommend trying these on, and you're probably gonna have to go down half a size, but every foot is different. Be safe, try them on in store. If you can't, I would recommend going down half a size. Now that we got all of that performance stuff out of the way, let's just talk a little bit of the aesthetics for the Charge Controller. And look, this is just my opinion. It doesn't mean you're wrong. We don't have to agree, but I think that the Charge Controller looks extremely clean. I think it's one of the best looking Under Armour silhouettes we've ever gotten. A lot of you disagreed with me, and the reason for your disagreement was the logo. And I think that's ridiculous because if you take this logo off, it looks exactly like a Kobe shoe. I mean, when I was wearing these, I was like, wow, it kind of looks like a Kobe 5. It definitely looks like a Phenomenon silhouette. And if this logo really ruins the entire shoe for you, like this logo alone, oh, it's so bad, the entire shoe, I'm gonna disregard it. I think you need to reconsider how much you're looking into a logo and having it run your life. But other than that, I think we talked enough about this silhouette. If you have any remaining questions, let me know in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer you as soon as I can. If you're interested in picking up a pair, remember, only $100. There will be purchase links in the description box below. Stay tuned for the performance review. I've already got a couple runs in them, so that should be coming pretty soon. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. My name's Jaron. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. That was very interesting because the media loves to talk about how indestructible LeBron James is, but in this instance, they're calling him out for blatantly flopping. Do I think that this foul was a flagrant one? No, but I do think that the refs made the right call here because a flagrant one counts as a technical,